Welcome back, Adam. How's it going?
Hey, Steph, happy to be here.
Good, good. Glad to see you back on the channel with us. So, as our first guest, you're going to set the tone and you're going to give us a bit of a taster of what's to come from everybody else. So, we're going to run through a couple of questions that will do the same for everyone. People are saying, Yay, Adam, hello, Adam. You've got some fans in the chat, which we love. So, first question, which is a nice, hopefully simple one. What is the name and ID of your session?
Yeah, it's an important one to know. So COP3011, and it's applying AI for FinOps and FinOps for AI.
Easy. That is nice and simple. Of course, jumping into the topics of AI is going to be a big one. I feel like it's going to be a sold out session. Obviously, it's about AI, but tell us a little bit more about what is going to be in your session.
So this will be a chalk talk, so a little different from your normal, just straight through presentation. It'll be a mixture of both presentation and discussion. I'll be starting the first half. I'll be doing the FinOps for AI side of it. So think cost optimization strategies for AI stuff like commitments, ODCRs, GPU utilization, token optimization. So all those kind of hot topics around AI that you could do to hopefully save some cost. And then the second half, my co-speaker, Liam Greenemeyer, who's a product manager on our billing and cost management team, he'll be doing a live demo. So he'll actually be using AI with like our billing and cost management MCP and other MCP servers and going through some like actual use cases that people might do in their environments. And remember, I guess this tidbit of it though, it's a chalk talk, so it's open discussion. Even if we don't cover exactly the topic that you're interested in, you could still ask questions because me and Liam are going to be there to field questions throughout the whole talk, so that we hope we get a lot of engagement about the things that are important in your environment.
Yes, and for anyone who's not been to reInvent, like Adam said, Chalk Talks are one of the best sessions to go to. They are a place where you can go and learn from others as well as your speakers and ask questions and often come away with a plan, which I love, is you have this whole process of like, let's go try and implement something from the session. And it's a bit smaller than the breakout session. So if you haven't registered already, do walk-ups. Walk-ups, I think all of our sessions are full, but you can do walk-ups and you have to be early. I cannot stress this enough. You've got to get into these sessions early, especially Adam's, because the AI sessions are going to go fast. But Adam, let's continue. So more about your session. What kind of key takeaways will people learn to go and implement in their own businesses?
I'm hoping that people will get like best practices, top strategies for saving money on AI, and also practical examples of how to use AI to accelerate their FinOps journey. So things that instead of having to go dig through dashboards and cost data and resource level information, how to just use AI to get that information really quickly. So yeah, that's ultimately, I guess, my hope is that out of it they'll get some key takeaways that they can go use in their environment to make what they do either easier or less expensive.
Yeah. And so when and where is your session? Do you have a repeat or is it just the one?
Yep, so there's two. They'll both be at the Win. The first one is December 1st at 2:30 in the afternoon. The second one is Wednesday, December 3rd at 8:30. Both of those times are Pacific.
Nice. Yeah. The whole thing for today, guys, is going to be Pacific. We actually had a question. So it's AI for FinOps or is it FinOps for AI? It sounds like you're kind of covering both, right?
Yep, I'll be doing the first half, which is FinOps for AI. So how do we apply our FinOps practices to AI to save money, run it more efficiently, have better visibility? And then the second half is the AI for FinOps, so using AI tools to perform FinOps practices. That's the bit that Liam will be doing.
Perfect. And if you're kind of like, what are these terms? What do I need to know before I go? Have a look at the channel you're watching. You'll see Adam's face in some other AI videos we've done, and you can keep up. Or many of the CFM blogs that AWS has put out about AI. Then Adam is going to be the one to see. Question, how do we enroll for these sessions? So you have to be at reInvent for these sessions, and you will find them on the app. So his session is COP301. However, as a good next question, is your session recorded, Adam?
And it is not. So because it is a chalk talk and customers will be able to ask live questions about things that are important to them or may discuss things that are going on in their environment, it's not going to be a recorded session. That said, me and Steph have talked about possibly doing a version here on Keys, so stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Make sure that you follow us on all the socials and subscribe whatever channel you're watching on, so you can catch that. Right, on to our last question, which is one we love. Adam, what is your top tip for being at reInvent?
Got a bunch of tips, and I guess they all feel like top tips, but I would say my number one is just to remember to eat. I think it's easy to get
Okay.
so consumed and busy there that becomes like the lowest priority. But
Yeah.
it's good to keep some of that self-care in the mix so that you're actually showing up fueled and excited to be where you are, not like low blood sugar running around about to faint. And there's food
Yeah.
everywhere. There's generally snacks and catered stuff, so there's no shortage of food. Just make a little bit of time for it.
Yeah, definitely. I've had people who are just like, I haven't had time to eat today. When you're running back and forth, it is a priority. And to drink a lot of water. A great thing about being reInvent, they do give you a reusable reInvent water bottle. So take that, fill it up. It's the desert, folks. It's very, very dry. Please do it. And we've also got a question. Will AWS events upload sessions to YouTube like they did Summit Australia? Yes, for certain topics. So if you watch today's session, you'll hear which of the sessions are videoed, which is, I believe, only Lightning Code talks and breakout talks. So some of the folks today have got a mixed bag of different talk types in. I think we've got all of the talk types. I'm not sure if anyone's doing a builder, except maybe Yuri's doing a builder, but I can't remember. But they have all the different talk types. So those ones are recorded. But if you hear from one of the speakers today and you are thinking, gosh, I wish I was going and I wish I could see that, then make sure to drop a comment wherever you are and we will try and get a recorded version put out into the world after. Someone said, I love the chicken salad at the summit. Great. We love the food you can get, recommend. Adam, where's your favorite place to eat when you're in Vegas? The last final tip.
Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's the one that I ended up eating at the most. Was just at the Venetian's like hosted food thing because it was convenient and they would have it. It wasn't to whoever's comment, right? It actually was pretty decent. Like they had a lot of options in there that were good. I expected it to be like cafeteria food, and it was very much not that.
It
was like, yeah, high-end hotel, like pretty good food.
Brilliant. And we have one more technical question before I let you go. So are we leveraging any AWS services like Q for this FinOps talk or other external ones in your session?
Yeah, so on Liam's side, he'll be using the Kiro CLI integrated with Claude and some MCP servers like the billing and cost management MCP. So he'll be using those to do his live demo. And then, of course, I'll be talking about AWS services on my side, like how to optimize Bedrock token usage and some EC2 GPU utilization stuff. So we'll definitely be covering a pretty broad gambit.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much, Adam, and keeping perfectly to time, which we love. We will see him at reInvent. And next, let's bring on Catherine.